Welcome back, folks. Toaster back again with another Ace Tanker. Today we are in the T-34-3 yet again, and you are in for a hectic game. It's going to go quick, so don't blink. We are on Ghost Town. It is encounter mode, and so we're going to try and get some shots on these tanks that have been spotted. And we're able to take out the AMX or AMD 17B. I just got that tank, and I actually really like it. I thought I was going to hate it, but... and then, of course, our gun fails us on the Barask. But nevertheless, we are going to push into the town because we noticed that there's only a Carnarvon, King Tiger, and a T-29 on the enemy team that can threaten us really at all. And so we're, ironically... keep an eye out for that T-34-85 on the enemy team. But we are loading gold, so if you don't like gold usage, this is probably not the game for you. And I expect somebody to eventually pop up on this corner. Now, the thing about this tank is that it's got terrible gun handling, so you can't really just rock back and forth like you can in some tanks. You actually need to set up your shots. Unless you're at extremely close range. So as expected, the Carnarvon and the T-29 are in town, and the King Tiger has been seen heading towards town as well. And I just spoil my my shot. You know, I was looking for that ambush shot on the Jackson. I could have killed him. So that's unfortunate. But generally... someone will push forward and try and get hits on me. So the T-29 obliges, and we're able to get a nice shot on him. So now the Carnarvon is on the opposite corner, looks like, and I do not know what our light tank is doing, but whatever. To each his own. That thing is kind of a YOLO wagon, but you need to kind of YOLO somewhat intelligently. So I'm having trouble penning the Carnarvon, and I don't know why. I'm aiming at the cupola, it's not working. I think there might be an overmatch with heat that I could do on that Carnarvon, but I'm not familiar enough to know exactly where I can hit him. So I'm just trying to threaten him a little bit, though, at this point. So 3-4. The enemy team's up 1,000 points, and they have taken the 890 line, which is somewhat unfortunate, but not the end of the world if our team can get some spots out there. So this Carnarvon decides to push forward. He has insane DPM. Insane. I have the Carnarvon, and it's actually a wonderful Tier 8 tank if you guys don't have... the British heavy lines, but it is a fantastic tank. So we're just gonna continue to hit his lower plate because he's giving us that, and we'll let him shoot the other guys and hopefully not us. So that's we're just moving back and forth in a way that it is very difficult for him to hit us. And he does manage to avoid us tracking him. So keep in mind, they are capping at this point. So there is a timer on a little bit, but we're gonna throw in some HE and see if we can just finish him off. Unfortunately, he does penetrate us, and I think I'm trying to figure out where he penned us. Probably in the hull, but he is not paying attention, and we're able to get a damaging shot. So with him dealt with, and this T-29 has not really made an effort to poke us, I make a horrible poke and lose half my health. So there's the T-29, and I really just can't afford to leave him there. So we're going to go ahead and punish him here, and hope that my team can stop these guys from capping, which they do. So, and also I feel like this T-29 is not the most experienced player. So it'd be nice to get rid of him, and also due to the fact that we know we can get some damage out on him. So we're able to take out the King Tiger with standard rounds. Now we're back to standard rounds because we're dealing with tanks that are much less threatening, have less armor. So we have that was quite the poke, but we have a T-25 AT. He's got the 90 mil, which is going to have trouble penetrating me unless he uses gold, which he is using. But and he is able to get a cupola snipe there because that tank has pretty good DPM and it's much more accurate. So we're able to put in a shot into the S1. We're just trying to do enough damage to keep these guys from poking us, really. But I don't seem to be dissuading anybody, unfortunately. So we're able to put another shot into his cupola. I think I could have pinned almost anywhere on his superstructure. You have to angle that tank up a little bit in order to get enough armor to really do anything. So there's our next shot of damage. And we're up to 4,400 damage and 5 kills. So, and I'd like to get a shot on this Lorraine, and we end up getting a shot on him. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, that T-3485 ends up killing us. And I will spare you the suspense. We end up losing this game, unfortunately, because we have two tanks that refuse to get out of the cap, and I really don't understand their thought process. There was a Lorraine alive, and there's a T-3485, which could have been easily bullied by either of the tier 7 or the tier 8 tank, and they just chose not to do that. They sat in cap and waited for people to shoot them and kill them. So anyway, it's an unfortunate loss, but it happens to all of us. I mean, you do 5k damage in a tier 6 game, and it's not enough. It's just the way it goes. So appreciate you guys watching. Let's look at the after action report before we wrap this up. So it's always disappointing to get an ace tanker on a loss, but nevertheless, we got a high caliber. We were top of the team in damage with 4,900. Our Rheinmetall Scorpion G did pretty well. Our Patriot didn't do so great, unfortunately. And look at their T-3485. He did 2,300 damage bottom tier. So that is insane. 22 shots, 21 hits, 15 pens. It's not surprising with this derpy gun, but 4,900 damage. And two of those shots, keep in mind, were not penetrations because they were HE rounds. So that's actually pretty good. 17 to 21, and this thing is not too bad. We didn't block a whole lot with armor. We just basically avoided them shooting at us for the most part, which is even better. And we ended up with 26,000 credits on a standard account because I did fire some gold rounds. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you something a little more upbeat next time. Toaster out.